Eh bien, bonjour à tous et à toutes, c'est Akane, et on se retrouve pour une nouvelle vidéo sur Honkai Star Rail, comme d'habitude. Parce que hier est sortie la mise à jour 2.4, et on a une nouvelle quête. Voilà, retour dans la danse martiale. Eh ben, on va la commencer tout de suite. Oh, ça fait hyper longtemps que j'attends. Vous avez un message interstellaire, veuillez lire rapidement. Ouais, y'a personne dans le train là? J'ai fait là... Non. Bah allez, go. Inspecter. Il est trop mignon comme ça.
What's up, Pom-Pom?
Just got a message from the Xianzhou Luofu. Looks like it'll conflict with our original schedule.
It's been a while, my friends on the Astral Express. How's your trailblazing expedition going? Soon, the Xianzhou Luofu will be holding the Luminary War Dance. Those who have aided the Luofu in overcoming the crisis are cherished allies of the Xianzhou. Thus, on behalf of the Seat of Divine Foresight, I'm extending an invitation to attend the ceremony. Your presence would be greatly appreciated.
Well, things aren't getting lively. We've barely recovered from the family's Charmony Festival, and we're already being invited to another special event.
Why not think about it this way? Our trailblazing expeditions are turning into blast expeditions, where we eat, drink, and play wherever we go. Blast? Expedition? Yeah! Wherever we go, we eat, play, and have a blast!
So we should leave March behind to take care of the express?
Hey! That's not what I meant! I'm all for some fun! I just hope there won't be any surprise party crashers, like Friday or Saturday.
J'espère qu'il n'y aura pas un nouveau quelqu'un qui s'appelle comme un jour de la semaine. Ah, coup dur pour Sunday du coup.
The Xianzhou Luofu has recently overcome a crisis. By holding the war dance, they're demonstrating to everyone that they've returned to a state of peace and...
But that's what everyone said before we went to Penacony. You'll be totally safe under the family's protection.
No need to worry. The war dance is not like the Charmony Festival with all its hidden secrets. It's just a festival to honor the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud Knights, who fought against the abominations of abundance and protected the Xianzhou ships. Aside from star skiff performances, it's mostly martial contests. Nothing too different from the Taiki and Roboball contest we've seen before.
What do you think, Himiko? Since we've accepted Miss Black Swan's proposal, we should probably head to Amphorius for refueling.
There's certainly no rush. This trailblazing expedition is quite unique, and the Express needs to be fully stocked and prepared before moving on to the next stop. With Madame Herta's help, I was planning to deliver some Leviathan fossils from Kalinga Abyss to Ron May, member 81 of the Genius Society. It could earn us some favors before we set off. However, it may take a few weeks.
So that means we're not going to the Luofu.
Being an adult means maintaining relationships, whether we like it or not, March. Since we've been invited, it's only right for the Astral Express to attend the ceremony. So here's the plan. Pom-Pom will take everyone to the Xianzhou Luofu. Mr. Yang and I will meet up with Ron May and fulfill our promise. Meanwhile, you, March, and Don Hung will represent the Express and attend the war dance.
Monsieur Young et moi, vous allez en date.
What do you two think?
rester avec Daneng.
I don't hear any objections.
Now that everyone's on board with the plan, it's time to warp to the Xianzhou Luofu.
Coming back to this place brings back so many memories.
Non, moi je me rappelle très bien, vas-y.
Hey, I'm not actually gonna recite a poem. I was just thinking about all the twists and turns we went through when we first arrived on the Xianzhou. This time, we're not being forced or enticed or chasing after wanted criminals. And we didn't. Quite unusual, I must say. I'm just hoping for the best. You're the one jinxing us.
C'est moi qui porte la poisse du coup. Je le voyais pas.
Hey everyone, it's been a while.
Ouais, ça fait longtemps.
It doesn't feel like it's been that long since we last saw you. But Yanqing, are you?
Huh?
What's up, Miss March?
They say kids grow up really fast. Yanqing, are you a little bit taller than before?
Ah bon? Pas qu'il grandit, moi.
We've only been away for a few months.
Je vais mettre ça, mais non. Je vais faire ça.
Huh? What are you doing?
Azul.
Sorry, but after our previous adventures, I've become suspicious of whoever greets us first.
Do you have to be suspicious around me too?
Oui. On s'est quand même bastonné.
You know, the last time we came to the Xianzhou, the first person who greeted us
oui.
was...
Ah, oui, Ting-Yun, pardon.
I get it. Better safe than sorry.
Je suis tombé de prénom.
Seriously, I've never seen the Luofu so lively before.
I was a bit worried that holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be too soon. But seeing the bus...
Yep. There's people from other delves and travelers like you three who've come from afar. With the war dance coming up, there's a huge number of visitors pouring into the Starskip Haven. The Cloud Knights are working hard to keep the security. The General said this ceremony would help the Xianzhou Luofu recover from the crisis. It's a way to showcase our martial spirit, reassure people, boost morale, and attract visitors from other planets to promote trade and peace. By the way, the Xianzhou Alliance places great importance on this ceremony too. The Xianzhou ships, the Zhuming and the Yaoqing, have both sent messengers to offer the... Yeah, I wonder if you've heard of it. It's known as the Star Forge, and it's responsible for providing more than half of the cloud. The Xianzhou Zhuming boasts skilled craftsmasters, and General Huayan is a top-notch craftsman himself. If only I could get a sword forged by him, I'd be on cloud...
By the way, Yanqing, where are we heading?
I'm sorry for talking your ear off. The General wants to catch up with you at the Palace of Astrum. He's been...
It's funny how he tries to act all mature, but whenever it comes to something he's interested in, you can really see his childish side.
Un peu comme toi.
I agree.
Ah, c'est bien, pas d'accord avec nous.
All units, assemble quickly! Get ready to protect the crowd!
Ça y est, les trucs, les ennuis commencent, ça y est.
You just mentioned security, and now all of a sudden something's gone wrong. Excuse me, I need to go check out the situation.
J'ai pas toujours dans la poisse, là.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
We'll go with you.
Ah, mais fallait que je sorte la phrase.
Protect the civilians. I'll deal with him.
Oh.
Not good. Thanks for the help.
Sorry, no time to chat. Could you give me back my...
C'est pas parti. Ah. Tanchi, mon épée.
Wait, my sword! I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we'll have to put our plans on hold for now. I need to find out what's going on.
Ouais, tu vas courir après Yunli pour récupérer ton épée. Enfin, Yunli, pardon. Eh ben, on est bien accueillis. Oh là là. Pourquoi à chaque fois qu'on va... Du coup, j'ai pas vu ce que je disais.
Who's in charge here? I need some answers.
It's my fault. We let our guard down for a moment.
With the war dance approaching, safety should be a top priority. Now, tell me, how, according to the protocol, Borisin prisoners should be held on a star skiff and taken directly to the shackling prison under strict supervision without ever touching the ground.
Please don't blame this, Captain. This incident involves the Zhu Ming's diplomatic vessel.
Who are you?
I'm Lu Ju, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yanqing. The situation unfolded rapidly, and it shouldn't be held against the captain. Here's what happened. An IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin just before arriving, and the Zhu Ming's diplomatic vessel came to the rescue.
So, an IPC ship was attacked by the Borisin near the Luofu, and the Zhu Ming envoys saved them?
Honestly, it gives me a headache too. The Zhu Ming diplomatic ship, adhering to standard procedure, docked at the passenger terminal. You know, with all the outsiders flooding onto the Luofu, the star skiff lanes are under immense pressure. The Borisin desperados decided to put up a fight before the prisoner transport stars.
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent to the shackling prison as soon as possible.
I see. It's an unusual situation indeed. I'll report it to the security department of the Realm Keeping. Maybe I should gather more details from others so that the Seat of Divine Foresight can have a better understanding of the situation.
Oh, you look much maturer now, Yanqing.
Please don't tease me, Miss March. The situation on the Xianzhou before the war dance is like a calm lake that can be disturbed by even the smallest pebble, capable of generating
What are those people? I mean, those monsters we just dealt with?
Quoi? Des kobolds? J'ai pas la ref. Oh, attendez, j'ai pas la ref là. Je sais pas si c'est une ref ou un truc comme ça, mais attends. Je sais pas. C'est une créature légendaire qui a peur d'un mythologie germanique. Ouais, je prends la deuxième.
Yeah, those werewolf monsters are known as Borisin. They are abominations of abundance, and we've been fighting them for a very long time. The Borisin have been a powerful force for a long time, plundering and enslaving many worlds. The threat they pose is just as terrible as the Swarm disaster. And the Alliance even had a fierce war with them 3 decades ago. Their presence has faded over the years. But who would...
According to that officer, they attacked an IPC ship near the Xianzhou Luofu.
Yeah, that's what I find strange too. It seems like the IPC and the Borison have some serious... Well, enough with the chit-chat. The General wants me to take you... I'd love to chit-chat a little longer, but there's some...
Is it a serious matter? Maybe you'll...
Thank you, but it's no big deal. By the way, that young lady who just appeared, she took my sword. I'm thinking of filing a lost property report at the Realm Keeping Commission to see if I can get it back.
Oui, tu peux la récupérer. Oh.
I doubt she did it on purpose.
Attends. Quand les chevaliers des nuages ont des problèmes, ils le signalent aussi à la police. Faites la libération, moi je vais les chercher le temps.
Perhaps she's around here somewhere. Shouldn't we take a...
All right, let's not keep the General waiting.
Don't worry. There aren't many people out there with that kind of talent. It shouldn't be too...
Allez, on va désactiver... Ah. Non. Je pensais que c'était une... Il va...
There sure are a lot of troublemakers around.
Ah. Déjà, je les sentais pas.
It's been a long journey, Elder Huayan. Thank you for your presence.
Don't mention it. Thank you for taking the time to welcome me.
Je comprends. Ah. Ça va, j'ai un peu débranché mon ordi parce que ça chauffe. Y'a pas plus. Y'a pas plus. Ah, elle est bien là. On fait le tour.
General, I brought our guests from the Express. Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing. I didn't know you were meeting a guest, General.
Don't worry, you're just in time. It's been a while, my friends from the Astral Express.
J'ai vous de pédagogie. Ah, on vous a manqué. Non, on va être poli. On est poli.
All is well when you have friends coming from afar.
Je le veux. Dis-moi son Riven, comme ça je l'improvoque.
Allow me to introduce you to General Huayan. He's the Arbiter General of the Xianzhou Zhuming, known as the Flaming Heart.
Cœur ardent.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a tourist here, no different from other tourists who've come.
Elder Huayan is not only one of the Arbiter Generals, but also the Furnace Master of the Artisanship Commission. Besides his martial skills, he excels in forging various weapons.
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me long ago. I've retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances, the Marshal has called me back to duty, and I had no choice but to answer the call. Well, in the end, I'm to blame. Living such a long life naturally brings its share of...
It's an honor to meet you, General Huayan.
It's my honor to meet you, General Huayan.
No need to be all formal. Today I'm just a guest on the Luofu, same as all of you. So, these three are the ones you mentioned, Jingyuin? The heroes who helped you with the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Indeed. There's Don Hung, March 7th, and him. Without their help, I'm afraid the Luofu might not have easily...
So, the Imbibitor Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Luofu and will attend the war dance. I'd love to have a drink.
You're more than welcome, General Huaiyan.
And this young friend is?
Yanqing, my apprentice. He remains by my side as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope will season him with experience. He will stand for the Luofu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming war dance, ready to take on all kinds of challenges.
Elle est trop pipou quand même. J'aimerais tellement l'invoquer, mais il y avait Diaokyu qui arrive juste après et malheureusement, je peux pas me le permettre. Mais à son rerun, moi je l'invoque. Franchement, elle est trop pipou, tout ça, puis je suis en manque de personnages physiques. J'en ai aucun.
Great, great! It's a real treat to see so many talented young people around here today. Oh, I almost forgot. This is my apprentice, Yunli.
Belle. Ah, c'est toi qui as volé mon épée.
It's you!
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Oh, you two already know each other? Guess we don't need any introduction.
What a coincidence! I was afraid I'd have trouble finding this girl.
Oh? Now you've piqued my curiosity. Tell me, how did you two become acquainted?
Bah, il y avait une baston sur l'allée et elle a dégommé un monstre, elle a pris mon épée.
She helped me capture the escaped Borison prisoners at the Starskiff Haven. Allow me to express my gratitude for you. But when you left, you took
Your flying sword? Oh, so that's why I found a dagger in my bag. Turns out it...
Yes, it is. Now that we've met...
Nope, that won't do.
Won't do?
Il peut pas te la rendre.
You want your sword back, right? Well, you can't just take it back. On the Juming, when you lose your sword on the battlefield, you have to reclaim it on the battlefield.
Allez-y, battez-vous.
As for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borison prisoner. But unfortunately, its owner's agitated state caused it to fly off like a kite with a broken string, and it missed its target. By the way, if I hadn't caught it and helped it hit its mark, that Borison prisoner would have gotten away.
Hold on a sec, Yunli. You took my sword without even asking, and now you're refusing to give it back?
So much for Luofu's swordmasters.
What did you just say?
Battez-vous.
If you just stepped up and took your sword back from me fair and square, I would have totally respected you. But nope, you tried to play it down, expecting me to just hand it back to you like it's nothing. With all due respect, you don't honor your sword, so you don't deserve it.
Oula.
Hasn't anyone told you that taking without asking is stealing? If you want to settle this with swords, fine. Let's have a one-on-one duel right now.
Yanqing.
Well, that's more like it. Just be careful, because I'm not as...
You two, be quiet and apologize to Yanqing.
Hey! Whose side are you on, Grandpa?
I don't take sides.
It's a small misunderstanding, and an apology would be too much. I've heard about the Zhu Ming's incredible swordplay and craftsmanship. Most notably, the legendary Flame Wheel Octet. See?
Such grandiose names. Some folks love to spin these fancy titles, trying to set the Cloud Knights apart.
Well, everyone, Elder Huaiyan and I have some business to discuss. For now, Yanqing, why don't you entertain our guests? I'll find another chance to talk with you all. I'd like to express my gratitude to the Astro...
That's so kind of you. I mean, you've already thanked us.
Please forgive me for coming at an inconvenient time.
You needn't apologize, General Huaiyan.
All right, Yunli. Take this opportunity to clear things up with Yanqing.
Yeah. It's better to make friends than enemies. But I won't be heading to the inn just yet. I want to visit Lingsha. She just arrived in the Luofu and could use some help settling in.
Yanqing, once you've helped our guests get settled, go to the Artisanship Commission for me. I've heard about the attack and the detainment of the IPC ship. See if you can calm them down. Don't get aggressive. Just make it clear that the Xianzhou Luofu has...
I'm on it. This is the report Qingzhou just sent me. Let me take a look. Looks like the General has given me a tough challenge. He wants me to try and help put the IPC's mind at ease.
On peut venir, on sait. On sait.
Well, it's not exactly a test. As Cloud Knight officers, we not only learn the art of war and martial art, it's just, you know, talking things out isn't as straightforward as Duke. Well, let's not worry about that for now.
Allons-y. Allons à l'auberge.
It is the Luofu's honor to have you in attendance at the war dance. Yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing implies intentions beyond mere spectacle.
You're overthinking it, Jingyuan. As I said, I'm here to broaden my granddaughter's horizons. I have no ulterior motives. However, I have no clue what the Yao Qing Arbiter General has in mind. Do you remember when you accepted this position? I told you that an Arbiter General's battlefield goes beyond the physical one. You'll need to lead and manage everything on the Xianzhou. The title of Arbiter General, so many years have passed, and you've done well. However, longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse. Living too long means that every mistake you made will lurk in the shadow. The Marshal knows everything that has happened on the Luofu. As for the Merlin's Claw of the Yao Qing, she has come specifically for you. Speaking of which, why hasn't she arrived yet? They say the Merlin's Claw strikes like lightning. Being late isn't her style.
That's not true, General Huaiyan. She's been here a while, but I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature.
As soon as she disembarked from the star skiff, she mentioned having something to attend to and simply disappeared.
Oh, move! C'est dit que je vais
You must be the messengers from the Xianzhou Yao Qing, I assume.
We are Jiaoqiu and Moza, retainers of the Merlin's Claw. It's an honor to meet you in person, Arbiter Generals.
Now this is interesting. A guest who doesn't come to visit but sends a message instead.
Master heard about a spectacular view in Scale Gorge Waterscape. I believe she went there to enjoy it.
Il a des beaux yeux. Encore des yeux. Son maître en dans la lumière.
A spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Jingyuan? This person is being sarcastic.
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huaiyan. I was simply stating the truth. Master thought it would be inappropriate to keep you waiting, so she sent us here. Once she's finished with admiring the scenery, she'll personally come and apologize to the both of you.
Il est trop classe.
Sword.
J'ai crois que tu récupéreras jamais ton épée. Pareil, ce qu'elle a dit. Je vais te la récupérer. Ah non, hop, tu sais quoi, voilà. Hop.
Unacceptable. Every sword is precious to me. If it weren't for the General's interference, I would have taught that shameless girl a lesson in swordplay.
Il s'aime pas du tout.
By the way, I don't know if it's just me, but the General seemed a little reserved.
Reserved? Really?
Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
No, you're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou Zhu Ming was actually the Arbiter General himself. So, the messenger from the
That's right.
Well, that's what makes this entire thing so unusual.
What's so unusual about it? They simply received an invitation from...
The war dance is just a small festival. And now we have 2 Arbiter Generals from other Xianzhou ships here. I'm afraid they're here for something more. Maybe they've come to hold Jingyuan accountable for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the Luofu fall victim to the disciples of Sanctus Med-
Don Shu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the Alliance. Only a single piece of incontrovertible evidence remains, creating an endless sword.
The Ambrosial Arbor.
Yes. It's undeniable that the plague mark, which was subdued by the Xianzhou Luofu, has resurfaced. But was it really a conspiracy instigated by the Antimatter Legion? Once the spark of suspicion is kindled, it proves hard to extinguish. The General must have had that in mind when he invited us to attend the war dance.
What was I thinking? Seriously. Here I was looking forward to a carefree and enjoyable trip. But it seems wherever we go, drama is just around.
Aw, I was so excited. I thought those Arbiter Generals were just here to... By the way, I heard that an alchemist from the Zhuming diplomatic ship has arrived. And rumors say that she's to be the new Cauldron Master.
An alchemist from the Zhuming serving as the Cauldron Master on the Luofu? Well, it's...
Thanks to your words, Mr. Dan Heng. Now I finally... The General is under tremendous pressure right now. But I was completely oblivious to his troubles.
Come on, don't think like that. Leave the adult matters to the adults. Even if you wanted to do something for the General, it's not... did I say something wrong? Again?
Miss March is right. I don't have the skills to share the General's burdens at the moment. Still, I'll do my best to follow his instructions. Let's go. Once I've taken you to your accommodation...
He looks like he has a lot on his mind. We can't just let him go alone.
This is too much trouble. While I appreciate your kindness, dealing with the IPC's workers could be tricky. I'm afraid this will cause trouble for the Express.
No worries. We're pretty experienced in dealing with the IPC. You've heard of the 10 Stone Hearts? We've dealt with quite a few of them, right?
Non, j'ai eu affaire à un seul qui s'appelle Aventuring. Tu vois, mais bon. Je n'ai pas envie de jouer cette game comme un fossé. Je voulais mettre un truc. Oh, vas-y.
What's with you turning into a scaredy cat? I didn't see you worrying about lawsuits when you wrecked that giant mech.
Well, since you're willing to help, I won't decline your kindness.
Ugh, that toxic voice sounds familiar. Haven't I heard it before in Arum Alley?
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the Skyfaring Commission. I can handle your unreasonable ways.
Oh non! Oh non! Je comprends la phrase du pionnier. Non! Pitié! Pas encore! Non! Ça y est, il m'en vient en tête. Non, pas encore lui!
me to introduce myself. I'm Lingsha, Cauldron Master and head of the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu.
Un autre barbe.
Could she be?
Yeah, she's the new Cauldron Master assigned here from the Xianzhou Juming.
Eh ben...
I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so I came It's fine, Mr. Scott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter? How can you say that?
Why are you being so nice all of a sudden? Well, since...
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
Wait a minute!
Well, that's more like it. If only the young displayed our ship will leave in a few days once the engines are repaired.
Your ship can leave whenever you want, but I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo. According to the import and export regulation signed between the Xianzhou and IPC, all biological shipments can only leave the port when they have confirmed to be of no threat. Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous cases. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
Only 47?
Why so surprised? You're still young and full of energy. I'm pretty sure you'll live.
Ha! Typical of a long-life species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about...
Sure thing, Mr. Scott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory.
Step aside, guys. Let them do the inspection.
But, Mr. Scott...
Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for, right?
Oh, t'inquiète, tu as dit. J'aimerais que tu te rendes compte, Ratio, qui t'envoie un pignon en pleine tronche. Merci, mon vieux.
Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman. Bro, just do the inspection.
This lady is... Is this the IPC product?
Listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC!
Turn it off! Were you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock for days? That's way too dangerous!
I had no idea about it! You must have accidentally triggered the...
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a wise choice.
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving!
Enough. Miss Shikue, please escort our IPC guest to the Skyfaring Committee.
I'm on it. Please follow me, Mr. Scott.
Gentlemen, our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues. I can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry slang. To put it simply, this machine operates with a kind of biological nerve as its control center.
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze and figure out where the biological tissue comes from.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology? Perhaps they're trying to create...
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borisin attacked the ship. No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the Ten Lords Commission and ask the judges to come and give their final verdict on this. According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing. After all, as for you, Mr. Craftsman, please go with the Cloud Knights and explain the situation to the judge.
Non mais Lingsha est partie. Je veux qu'elle reste.
I had a feeling that the IPC members would cause trouble, but I didn't think they'd be this tricky. Thanks for your help, Miss Lingsha.
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword skills were impressive, taking down that big guy. I thought the General's retainers were all burly martial masters. I didn't expect Yanqing to be so...
Petit? Jeune?
Yeah, exactly. He's young and talented. As for you, you must be the guests from the Astral Express, right? Saving the Luofu from that crisis. It's so impressive.
It wasn't a big deal. Really.
It's still early. So why don't we get some tea at the Alchemy Commission? We can discuss your suggestions.
I'd be happy to accept your invitation.
And you three are coming too, right?
Oui. Je veux boire du thé ou du café ou du...
All these years, and the view at the Alchemy Commission hasn't changed a bit. The tides come and go, but the ancient sea remains the same. For us Vidyadhara, there's nothing more nostalgic than our...
You're a Luofu native, Miss Lingsha?
Yes. I grew up here, listening to the sound of waves while researching prescriptions with my mentors and peers. It's kind of sad, isn't it? Everything changes, but somehow remains familiar.
The view here would be even better without the ambrosial arbor.
Oh, really? I think that towering tree looks...
Even if it's impressive, it's a plague mark. The Xianzhou have been fighting abominations for thousands of years. And now that the ambrosial...
Well, once a seed is planted, no matter how long it takes, in my humble opinion, the rebirth of the ambrosial arbor and the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were inevitable. My bad. Well, since you went through the entire ambrosial arbor crisis firsthand, Dan Heng and Lieutenant Yanqing...
What would you like to discuss, Miss Lingsha?
I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance to come in and... Honestly, the Alchemy Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a point where fixing it seems impossible.
Well, even though I'm a Vidyadharan like you, I'm an outsider, just like my companions here. The Vidyadhara and Alchemy Commission on the...
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating within the alchemy...
I see. Thank you for your valuable insight. While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the ambrosial arbor, it can't sever mortals' desire to prolong their existence. Just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. But our Xianzhou forebears knew this well. And that's why they entrusted the duty of guarding the roots of the arbor to the Vidyadhara. However, the Vidyadhara are still 30 years ago. My mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master. She recognized the emerging undercurrents and sought to cleanse the source of the disturbance. Unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of healing, she didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depths of the Alchemy Commission. And guess who arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence? None other than General Jing Yuan himself.
What?
You heard it right. The ones responsible for the corruption in the Alchemy Commission are not just the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Med. Alas, why is your face turning pale, Yin? Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him. Besides, at our age, holding personal grudges is a luxury.
Lingsha, you're back! Ugh, I've been waiting ages for you.
Oh, Yunli. Yunli, pardon. Ah, yanqing. Mon repos.
Yunli! Why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission? Well, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to Yanqing.
Je le connais déjà. Ils se sont déjà rencontrés.
What a small world. You stole my sword! Give it back!
I see. Let's skip the introduction.
Why do I keep bumping into you? Are you stalking me or something?
Techniquement, on était là avant toi. C'est toi qui as
Of course not. Unlike you, Miss Yunli, I have important things to take care of. You, on the other hand, seem to have all the time in the world.
Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects its master. I talked to your sword, and it told me that you've been distracted. You hesitate when you should strike. Now that I see you again, I realize your sword was right. It wasn't me who took your sword.
Do you really expect me to believe that nonsense? I've been taking it easy on you because you're a guest from the Juming, but you're not taking the hint. Don't people...
Just look at this flying sword. Even if I gave it back to you now, it'd just be taken away again, and you know the Cloud Knight saying, a Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon. Yes? Well, sure, I can give it back to you now, but on the battlefield...
Fine! You don't have to give it back, because I'll take it back myself!
Between these two, who do you think is tougher? Don't get me wrong, I'm just curious.
Qui est le plus fort à ton avis? J'en sais rien.
Get ready to separate.
It is my first day at the Alchemy Commission. A brawl is definitely not how I imagined celebrating it.
Well, since you don't
I didn't mean it in that way. Since you've already drawn your swords, I've received reports that the delves near the Alchemy Commission are still infested with abomination.
Clearing out some abominations?
It's the Cloud Knight's duty to eliminate those abominations. You don't have to ask me twice, Miss Lingsha. I'll help you get rid of them.
Oh, you think you're the only one who knows how to behave? If Lingsha needs anything, I'll gladly drop.
It's so heartwarming to see both of you being so sweet and caring. So then, shall we get going?
Bah, allons-y. Renseignez sur le nom de Phaseo.
Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were eradicated, their experimental abomination. If you want a contest, I'll be the referee. The one who kills the most abominations within an hour wins.
Lingsha, as always, you're still an expert in
It's for your own good, little Yunli. While you desire to compete against each other.
That's really thoughtful of you, Cauldron Master.
So, are you both ready?
Eh ben, vas-y. Alors, je prends YouTube. Super.
Yeah!
Yeah!